Hello everyone. Hey, welcome to my channel, the Virginia Bushcrafter. Hey, if this is your first time here, this is the channel where we continue to learn and practice the skills of bushcrafting, prepping, and survival in the wilderness. So guys, I am just here chilling out, and I am here to test out a product that I have had for a very long time, but I have never used it. But we know, what do you think is the most important skill when it comes to bushcrafting? I've gone over it before, and the most important skill is making and maintaining a substantial fire. And there, of course, we know there are many ways to do that, but we always have to start off with combustion. And from combustion, we need tinder, then we need kindling, we need fuel, which is larger, maybe wrist size or larger, and of course air. So today I'm going to talk about a product I've had for over 3 years and never used it. It has a ferrocerium rod, it has magnesium, and the handle is fat wood. It comes with a striker and a lanyard that is, of course, paracord that has 7 strands. But let me tell you about this product. This product is called the all-weather Firestarter. It says it's ideal for Boy Scouts, campers, anglers, hunters, hikers, survivalists, and military. The perfect gift for the outdoor enthusiast. It's lightweight and compact, so you can take it anywhere. Bug out bags, preppers, bushcrafter, works even in the worst weather, including rain. And I would suspect so. Again, with the ferrocerium rod, magnesium that burns very hot, tenders right here. It also says the ultimate survival tool. It's good for gas grills, charcoal grills, burn barrels, fire pits, and more. So let's just get on with a demonstration. But again, you know, this is it says place your halfway. You know, again, this is again, fire, most important skill to learn if you're going to the bush in the wilderness, because you can't do much without fire. Yes, you can wear all the clothing to stay warm, but that fire is going to provide you with some light. It's going to provide you with heat, of course, warmth. You can purify water, you can cook, which I'm going to do today. It's just serenity, just the sound of the fire at night and during the day. So again, fire, one of the most important skills. Of course, you know, the other skills, you know, cover, first aid, navigation, water, food, communication, plethora of skills, but fire is the number one. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to scrape off some magnesium. I'm going to scrape off some magnesium, and I'm going to disrupt this handle by making some tinder. So when I have the magnesium and the pile of tinder ready, I'm going to strike this, start a fire, put some kindling in it, and start a fire to make a quick meal. But guys, practice. All right, let me put you in focus. All right, guys, again, here we go. The first thing I'm going to do is scrape some of the fat wood off to make some tinder. Put you in focus. I can just keep the wind from blowing it. So as you can see, here is some of the tinder right here. I'm going to make some more. Okay, so we have some tinder. Now, let's scrape some of the magnesium. Move this out of the way. Okay. And you know, when making a fire, have everything ready to start. I do have tinder here. I mean some kindling. So, let me see. Okay, so we have used some of the ferrocerium rod, some of the fat wood here. We have used some of the magnesium. Now we're getting ready to strike the ferrocerium rod with the striker. See how fast that went up? And fat wood here. Our kindling. And it's a windy day. So guess what? We get to do it all over again. Very, very quick. There is the fat wood, magnesium, do this in a hurry so that the wind doesn't blow it away. Oh, and the wind is blowing it away. So I'm going to block the wind. And I'm going to put this all in a pile and strike. And there we have fire. We just have to keep it going. Which is very difficult in the wind. Alright guys, so as you can see it does work, but we're going to do it differently. Alright guys, again, I'm going to try this time on the ground to block the wind. So I have to scrape some magnesium, some fat wood. I'm going to use the ferrocerium rod to see if we can get this fire going in this wind. Okay, magnesium, fat wood, kindling. There we go. Alright guys, let me bring you up. And the wind is blowing again, so as you can see, what I'm going to do is actually make a fire and cook. So I'm going to take this and let me bring you over. Okay, I'm going to put this fire it's very windy. I'm going to add more kindling. Alright guys, so basically what I want to show you again, I'm going to put the description and the link in the description so that you can see this. So I will be taking this out very soon just to try it out. As you see, it does take some practice with anything, but let's get this fire stoked up so we can have a meal. 2 cups of water. Maybe a tad bit more. The wood that is burning is birch, and birch burns very, very hot. All right, guys, so again, under windy conditions, this works well. You have everything you need to start a fire. Again, magnesium, a ferrocerium rod, and tinder that you can make. This is tinder. This is fat wood. And a striker. So once the water starts to boil, I'm going to make a meal, and I'll be back. All right, guys, we have our meal going on, and it is marinara. And again, I have to stir it because I don't want it to boil over. I always have a tendency to put more water than necessary. And also controlling the heat with the right amount of wood. I am using wood that I always, as I leave the bush each time, I will bring wood with me, and it adds up. In the event that I really needed it, I'm going to have it. And here is the fire. Again, guys, just practicing whenever you can. Again, the all-weather Firestarter. Again, I started this fire in the wind, scraped off a fair amount of tinder, used some magnesium, and as you know, magnesium goes up rather quickly, so your tinder must be ready. And here is the ferrocerium rod and the striker with the lanyard that can be used as a fire starter as well. But again, guys, it's all about practicing. The fire is the most important skill to know if you're in the bush. If you're out somewhere and you're stranded, remain there as long as you can make a fire or until you're rescued. But that fire, again, is going to hopefully ward off predators. It's going to, again, provide you with light, some warmth. You can boil your water, you can purify your water. It's just inevitable with the things you can do with the fire. So again, guys, firecraft. Again, ferrocerium rods, bow drills, flint and steel, plow drill, hand drill. You can even, however you can start a fire, start it. I carry matches, I carry lighters, but I use that as a last resort. But this is the first time I've actually started a fire with this item. So I'm looking forward to doing it more in the bush. But it's always good to practice with your tools before you go to the bush. So I'm going to go ahead and maintain this food, maintain this fire. And I'll bring you back. There it is. Well, I think the meal is ready to be consumed. Let's plate up. Alright guys, there it is. Marinara, a nice hearty salad with zesty Italian dressing, lemon pepper, and oregano. Basically initiated with the all-weather fire tool. Alright guys, time to enjoy a meal. Again, salad, marinara, and can't go without your favorite sports drink, Gatorade. Filled it up with good marinara. Fire still going. Just putting small chips of wood in there. Just to keep the breeze down. It is windy here. But guys, again, just want to stress how important firecraft is. There are many tools to use, but basically flint and steel, ferrocerium rod, you're going to get a fire, rain, snow, sleet, or shine. So, I'll be back with you after I finish my meal. Really looks good. Alright guys. Fire's still going, and because I'm just throwing small pieces of wood in there just to keep a little chill away. But the meal was delicious. As you can see, there's nothing left. Not even a drop of Gatorade. Well, there is some. And again, the great seasoning. Zesty Italian dressing, lemon pepper, oregano leaves. Alright guys, just wanted to come to you today, talk about the all-weather fire starter. Again, the link will be in the description, but more important than the tool itself or the equipment is to practice. And again, this was the first time I ever used it. I've had it almost 3 years, but I wanted to see how it performs. And of course, in a windy time or windy area, you're going to have issues with magnesium and tinder blowing around. But nevertheless, it does work. It works well. Striker, lanyard, fat wood handle, magnesium rod, ferrocerium rod. Alright guys, hey, this has been fun. I'm looking forward to seeing you out in the bush where I get to demonstrate this tool again in Mother Nature. Alright guys, have a good one. Everyone stay safe, and remember, hey, do me a favor, hit the like, comment, share this video out, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. The Virginia Bushcrafter signing out. And again, like father and son, mother and daughter, human and nature, we're all akin in some form or fashion. Just get out there in the bush and have some fun.